guys, it's Ashley. Welcome back. This video is about my weekly melting basket and empties video, but it is all Rose Girls for the most part. I have a few things in there that's not. But this was the theme challenge for this past week of the Wax Collab Low Buy Challenge. And so let's get started. I have a lot in here that I got through. And I do have some stuff that is not Rose Girls, like I said. Rose Girls was the vendor that I chose to melt this week exclusively. And I did for the most part. Okay, first one. I finished the bag of Shipwrecked. Shipwrecked is blue sugar, Gilligan's Brew, vanilla wafers, and there's something else in there. It's one of my favorite blends. I love it. It performed well. It lasts for hours. I love this. It's very unique. I have several bags in my collection to enjoy in the future. That is one of my favorite Rose Girls blends. Next, I finished up. I'm just grabbing what I have finished here, guys. I'm not going to divide it into vendors. But I finished this bag of Nightmare on My Street from L3. This is salted caramel Bath & Body Works type, pumpkin pecan waffles, praline glaze, vanilla ice cream, vanilla wafer, vanilla cookies, and brown sugar butter cookies. This was fabulous. I melted this mostly in my kitchen, and it threw very well, and it had a very, you could tell there were pralines in it, and caramel, and pumpkin pecan waffles a little bit, but the vanilla wafers, the praline, the caramel, and the butter cookies were dominant in this. I liked this. This was a bitty loaf. I would probably buy another bitty loaf. I don't know if I'd want a whole entire loaf of this because it is kind of sweet. But this is very nice. Caramel is the dominant note in that. So if you love caramel, you'd like that one. Okay, next, I'll keep with the empties at least. We'll do that first. I have I have a wallflower or two. 1, 2, I thought I have 3. Where did it go? No, we'll get it next week. I have 2 wallflowers that I put into my home. This one is fresh balsam. This is in my guest bathroom. This is woodland balsam, crisp eucalyptus, and fir branches. This is okay. I can't really smell it, which is surprising because fresh balsam is kind of strong to me. But, I mean, it's a wallflower. It's hit and miss anyways. Next is pumpkin pecan waffles. I have this in my dressing room. One of our bedrooms is converted to my dressing room and my wax storage room. That's this here. This is maple syrup, golden waffles, and pumpkin spice. Always a classic, always great. This one is pretty strong. I do like that one. Okay, next I finished up It's a Wonderful Life from Melted Mousse. This was cocoa butter cashmere, roasted pine cones, and vanilla bean Noel. This was a very nice scent. I think the addition of roasted pine cones really elevated this up from just a single oil of the cocoa butter cashmere. And the VBN just is there for sweetness, in my opinion. I like the roasted pine cones. I wish this was stronger. This was kind of light to me. Next, this is Rose Girls. This is Strawberry Blueberry Rice Krispie Treats. These were 2 little chunks that were part of a sampler, but I got this as a sample, I think, in one of my orders. This wasn't bad. It was just, I mean, Rice Krispie Treats to me doesn't really have a scent, doesn't have a smell. This was just fruit, the strawberry and the blueberry together, which it wasn't bad. This was light to me. It was okay. I don't know if it would be something I would buy myself. I have a couple of samples here from my L3 sample mystery bag that I bought a while ago. This is Summer Scoops. This is delicious. It's strawberry. It kind of reminds me of the strawberry oil that's in Aunt's Jam's Jelly Rolls and Lighting the Menorah, the strawberry jam. But I know this is a single oil, but I think this is a Yankee dupe, if I'm not mistaken. This is strawberry, and it's delicious. Very good job. Saturday morning cartoons. This is all those great cereals, Fruit Loops, Fruity Pebbles, Frosted Flakes, and something else, I think, that's in this. And this is just fruity cereal goodness. It's not necessarily Fruit Loops, but it's got enough other cereals blended in there that you know it's Fruit Loops. There's Fruit Loops in there, but there's enough that kind of tones that a strong Fruit Loop scent down. I have this in a giant loaf, and it's ready to be chopped. This is a good one. I like that one. Next is Let Them Eat Cake, Amber and Oud. This one was okay. I'm not a Let Them Eat Cake fan. I've tried it several times in different blends, and it's just not my favorite. It's not terrible. It's just not my favorite. But this one, I melted this in my bathroom, and it's, I really get the amber. Amber is very nice in that one. This next one is Wild Currant, Sandalwood, and Whole Vanilla Beans. This one was nice. I also melted this in my master bath. This was currant dominant with a little bit of the vanilla bean just to sweeten it up a little bit. The sandalwood is there too. The sandalwood always, I think you can add sandalwood to just about anything. And it gives it a little bit of earthiness and just makes it not as sweet, but takes on like a earthy sweetness, if that makes sense. This was a sample from Gigi Scented Adventures. This is French Toast. That did not really perform well for me. It wasn't very strong. It just smelled like sweet sugar. So that one I wasn't really impressed with. But that's okay. You can't win them all. Okay, I have some more empties here. Oh, Hayden Row Beach Linen. This was great. This was just in the ready to ship that she offered on Friday. This was nice. I melted this in my office so I could smell it when I'm working. This was nice. I didn't end up buying this in a larger size. I thought I was going to, but I didn't. Other scents attracted me a little bit more. This wasn't bad. It's a nice, clean laundry, but with an oceanic, sea salty component to it that just takes it away from laundry soapish to sea salty laundry, if that makes sense. This is Rose Girls. This is Cornbread Cinnamon Roll Muffins. Now, to me, this was strictly just cornbread. There was maybe a little bit of cinnamon, not much. This was strictly cornbread. This was sweet. It was nice. It performed well. I melted this almost in my bedroom and bathroom. This was a shape was like a scarecrow head or something. This was part of her Halloween sampler from last year. This was a nice scent. I did like that. I'm enjoying cornbread more and more in wax. And I know that a lot of you guys are too. Next is Strawberry Pound Cake Fluff Puffs. This is Rose Girls. I just bought 2 bags of this and they're ready to ship from her last sale. The Fluff Puffs just takes the strawberry pound cake up to another level in my opinion. The butteriness of that blend, I think it's Monster Cookie and Marshmallow Smoothie. This is great, and I really like this strawberry pound cake blend. I'm not so much a person that melts it alone, but I do enjoy it in a blend. Very good. So any more empties in here? Oh, you better believe I do. I was busy this week. Okay, I have a this was part of the Super Tarts Advent Calendar, Blackberry, Peppermint, and Snowy Night. Now, I know that Super Tarts Blackberry is very famous, but I did get my Wax Wednesday order, and the Blackberry that I smelled in another blend, I really like it better. I'm wondering if I just don't care for it with the Peppermint and the Snowy Night. I really don't know what Snowy Night is or what notes are in it. I don't know if it's a single oil or a blend or what it is. I'm just not sure if I really like this scent. It opens up your nostrils. That peppermint's there. I just don't know if I would buy this again. Does that make sense? My opinion's kind of changed on this. I'm not sure about that one. This next one, I did buy more of this when she offered the Advent pre-order. This is Maple Latte, Peanut Brittle, and Tres Leches Milk Cake. This was delicious. I love this. It's not really, I wouldn't say it's a coffee scent. It's sweet coffee, but the Peanut Brittle and the Tres Leches cake give it enough of that salty and bakery component that it's not necessarily, the That smells like good coffee. It has enough of bakery in it, at least for my nose, to take that down from a strict coffee blend to a bakery with a touch of coffee. I really like this. I'm looking forward to getting more of that. Next, this is Rose Girls. This is Apple Cotton Candy Marshmallow Bombs. This was good. It was apple cotton candy, which I've never smelled before. I really enjoyed this. I might buy this again in the future if it's offered, but I just know I like apple used in other ways and not just in cotton candy. Mac apple particularly is my favorite, and I like green apple too, but Mac apple just plays very well with a lot of other families. You know, fruity. You can put it in bakery, obviously, and then I even think you could mix it with lavender or maybe something in the herbal calorie, something like that. That's my opinion. That's just my mind, my imagination trying to work a little bit. But this one, it wasn't bad. If you like cotton candy and apple, you'd probably enjoy this one. Okay, next I finished up Destination Wax Fresh Lettuce. This is crisp, watery, fresh green scent. And this was a green scent. It was like lettuce, iceberg, or green leaf lettuce that you just snap the bottom off of or take the core out and just inhale that chlorophyll, green, fresh scent. This was perfection if that's what you're looking for. This was nice. I bought this. This was poured in May of last year. I bought this as a wild card because I'd never seen lettuce before, and that's the beauty with Destination Wax is Rebecca has immense scent blending capabilities, and she offers so many unique scents that I've never seen in some other vendors like lettuce. That's what keeps me going back to her. Even though I don't order every month, I do have a good bit build up of hers. I need to melt more of. This is Buttermint Cotton Candy Frosting. This was nice. The cotton candy frosting is just sweet to my nose, but the addition of the Buttermint really picked it up, and I really liked this. I did not buy any more of this in bigger size, and I'm pretty sure it's sold out right now. But the Buttermint plays nicely with a lot of stuff too. It's being used more and more often that I'm seeing. It's really good. Warp Zone. I love Warp Zone. One single lone Mario melter left. I melted this mostly in my kitchen, and this lasted all day. I love the Monster Cookie Fluff Puffs and the Peppermint and the Vanilla Crunch Donuts. They all blend so beautifully. It's a beautiful minty bakery, and I love this. I should have bought this in a half pie, but this was my first time with Mario melters, and I wasn't quite sure what to expect. Man, that's good. I love that one. So good. We're getting into some ones that I melted but didn't finish here. Okay, Peppermint Cookie Land. This one, Rose Girls, of course. This one, it was really good. This is kind of the baby sister to Warp Zone. This has Cookie Land in it, whereas the Warp Zone has the Monster Cookie Fluff Puffs and the Vanilla Crunch Donuts. This has the Cookie Land, which is the butterscotch toffee pretzels, the cookies, and what else is in there? Butterscotch toffee pretzels, cookies, and there's something else, and I can't remember. Oh man. Okay, that doesn't matter. This is great. I'm glad I bought a bag of this. I'm really liking it. Really good. Excellent job on that. Next is Thwomps. And I know this is hella popular. This is pine, peppermint, sugar cookie dough, and campfire marshmallow. And this is a nice pine blend. It's not like a fresh balsam or even Fraser fir or anything that's just strictly pine. This has enough of the bakery aspect in it to take it out of that pine kind of polarizing scent that pine can be to some people. It takes it out of that category and just puts it into something like, I've never smelled this combination before. Who thinks to put pine and bakery together? But the addition of the peppermint and the campfire marshmallow, I don't know how Jenny blended this or whose idea this actually was, but this was very, very, very well done. And I know why this is a bestseller. Really good. Really good. Next, oh, this is glorious. This is just baked zucchini bread. But if you watched my video, the preview of this week, I said I'm looking to burn. I say burn and melt interchangeably. So yeah, I want to melt the vendors just individual zucchini bread to see which vendors do I like the best. Are they spicy? Are they creamy? Are they a great mixture of spice and creamy? And I think this one here is a perfect mixture of spicy and creamy. I think Vintage Chic does zucchini bread very well as L3, but this, man, that's good. I wanted to melt this whole bag, but I'm hoarding this because I haven't seen this zucchini bread poured in a while, but I haven't really been looking for it. I've been trying to expand out into other arenas than just bakery. I'm trying to get into more fresh stuff. I like a little bit of everything. There are only a few scents that I don't like out there in the world. I'm not one that's just, I hate bakery, I only like fresh, or vice versa. I like a little bit of everything. I even like earthy, incense, all of those things. There's not a lot of foods I hate in this world, and I'm kind of like that with wax. Just a little side note about that. Okay, this is Ice Palace, and this was not in this last Mario Melter. This was before. I bought this in a D-stash. These notes are cool mint, tonka bean, and creamy vanilla. And I'll be honest, guys, this sucks. This blend is not good. It smells good in the bag, but it's like a 2 out of a 10. It's so weak. I have to put my nose in the dish to smell it. This might even go in a, if I de-stash some stuff, this might even go in there as a freebie, honestly. I don't even think it's worth putting up to sale this little bit because I don't think I'll ever melt this again. It's not enough for me. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, Cookie Land. Here we go. Confetti cake. That's the note I was missing in Cookie Land earlier. I knew it was something. Confetti cake, toffee butterscotch pretzels, and cookies. And this is so good. This is a great blender. It's a great set on its own. It's strong. It's comforting. That toffee butterscotch pretzel. Every time I smell it, I'm so happy that she mixed it with toffee and butterscotch, because just the pretzel on its own might be a little too salty or yeasty, depending on what your nose picks up with pretzel. I know there's some other vendors' pretzels I don't really care for, but Jenny's I really enjoy. I have this in a half pie. I really liked that one a lot. Next is Midnight Rain. Now this is, I usually don't grab for masculine fresh scents, but this was amazing. I should have looked at the scent notes for this, but I would definitely be really interested in buying more Rain blends from her because this was incredible. This is sexy, it's masculine, it's clean, it's like, it makes me think of, like, if you're driving down a road and it's a straight shot, it's just clean, straight, to the point. It's masculine cleanliness, and that's what I think. It's not, well, it could go this way, it could go this way. This is straight to the point for me, and I like that. I like this Rain blend. It's very well done. I would buy that again, absolutely. Okay, next we have a Woolen Blanket. This one, it's my first time melding this one actually for this challenge. This has, when I melded this, it kind of took on a smoky undertone. I don't know if there is marshmallow fireside in here or something with that smokiness, but it's not like wood smoke. It's not. When it's another one that's definitely smoky. Wood smoke's about the only one I can think of off the top of my head that's just straight smoke. This, it might not even be smoky, but my nose is picking up smokiness. This is a unique scent. It's not too strong. It's kind of moderate, but I like this. It was comforting. It's kind of masculine, but not as masculine as this Midnight Rain by any means. No, this one is a little tougher to describe, but it's really nice. Good job on that one, Jenny. Next is Indian Sandalwood. I only melted 1 cube of this because I just wanted to see what this one was about. I've had regular sandalwood, and I'm not quite sure what makes this Indian Sandalwood. I don't know if there's a little bit of nag champa in here or what it is. But it's a sweetness that I've never smelled anything like this before. This was nice. But it's not a scent that I would want throughout my whole home just because it's so unique. I'd kind of want to put it in a smaller space and treasure it in that area, in my opinion. I would melt this in my office during work or in my bathroom. I wouldn't put it downstairs in my kitchen. It's not a kitchen scent to me, even though I've melted anything down there. But this one, I just don't know if I would like down there. I know that kind of didn't make sense, but... Sometimes stuff doesn't make sense. Oh, I knew I had another wallflower. This is cinnamon and clove buds. I just put this down in my kitchen tonight, actually. This is cinnamon leaf, clove bud, and ground nutmeg. I was only down there once after I plugged this in. I really wasn't over in the area to get a good whiff of this, but I've had this candle and I really like it, so I'm anxious to see how that one performs downstairs. Okay, back to wax. This is Alice in Slumberland, and this is sweet lavender, honeydew, and cotton candy frosting. Now this one, I get the honeydew and a little bit of the cotton candy frosting, that's sweetness, and I get a touch of the sweet lavender, but this was very light to me. I wish it was stronger. But if I have this in the warmer right next to my bed, I can smell it really nicely while I'm lying in bed, even though I don't melt at night. This I would put in just to kind of relax and wind down for the evening. This was a nice one. I don't think I'd repurchase this though. It's not strong enough for me. Okay, next we have, this was nice. This was Huckleberry Zucchini Bread Cupcakes. This is a nice berry zucchini bread, which, you know, I'm really loving the berry and zucchini bread together. Whether it's strawberry or blackberry or blueberry, huckleberry, raspberry even. I don't think I've seen many raspberry zucchini breads, but hell, I'd try it. But this is... This was nice. I would buy this in a bigger size. Very well done on that too. I finished up a sample bag of fluffy towels on the line. This was a nice laundry scent. It was a kind of a moderate throw to me. Not a powerhouse, but not weak. This is more, I don't know what oil this is. It's probably a combination of things, but it kind of smells like, I hate to say it, towels that you just take out of the dryer if you've used a nice dryer sheet to kind of give it that extra boost that the softener doesn't necessarily leave on the clothes, in my opinion. Next we have Yum Yum Wax Pistachio Dessert. Love pistachio, don't need to beat that horse again. This is a nice creamy pistachio dessert. I always love this. I just needed a little bit of pistachio this week. Next is Gravedigger. This is Rose Girls. This is blue sugar, sage, bergamot, and woods. And I'll tell you, there isn't one scent in this blend that stands out to me over the others. This is a sweeter, earthy, masculine blend. It's not cologne-y though. Maybe the sage. Maybe the sage and the woods is what I'm smelling in this one, if I had to guess. I finished up this was either a film bar, or I think it was a scream face, the ghost face of Winchell's. This is Raspberry Jam Filled Powdered Doughnuts from Vintage Chic. This is always a great one. I've talked about Kirby's raspberry oil as being untouchable, the best I've ever smelled. This is good. Very good. I don't need to talk about that one. If you know it, you know what the raspberry oil is like. Next is Rose Girls. Koopa Claus Needs a Latte. This is espresso, baked zucchini bread, royal sugar cookies, and Gilligan's Brew. And I actually chopped up these mini melters into half because I thought they were kind of chubby myself. So if you cut it in half and then you lie those two together, it's like one mini melter, which is usually what I use. And it stretches it a little bit longer. This was fabulous. I loved this blend. It's the perfect balance of all of these scents together. That Gilligan's Brew creams everything together, gives that little bit of sweetness and a little bit of that creaminess. But then you have the zucchini bread that just is there. That spice is there, but then you get that espresso as a second note. You know it's there. It's not a coffee scent. It's a bakery coffee, but everything is blended just so meticulously. This is really impressive to me. I'm glad I bought 2 bags of that guy. That might even be a pie if she offers those again. Okay, I finished up Salted Caramel Latte Cookie Land. We're almost done, guys. I know it's a long video, but I did try to get a little bit of variety melted this week. I think I did pretty good. This is salted, like I said, Salted Caramel Latte Cookie Land. This was okay. It's very caramely and very cookie land. The latte part, not so much for me. This wasn't terrible. Maybe if I had more than just the 2 little cubes that were in here, I might be able to gauge it if I put it upstairs and downstairs in my home. But I don't have that, so I would buy that again to give it a try, though. This is Stolen Hoodie. And I don't know why this is in my basket because I didn't melt this. I thought I did, but I didn't melt that. I can't talk about him. Okay, Carbs with Ghoul Friends. I like this, but I think I like it more as a blender, honestly. When it's melted alone, it's a nice bakery scent, but I think I'm going to blend this with zucchini bread, honestly, to see if that complements the zucchini bread in a way I haven't had before. That would even be good with coffee. I know she does lattes with Ghoul Friends, but I wonder if putting a little bit of her Absolute Coffee or espresso wax, which I have bags of those, I wonder if that would bump that up to something that I would crave in melting. Next is Teddy B's Frosted Mint Circus Cookies. Soft wax, you can tell through the bag. This I received from a random act of kindness. Always nice to get those ones. This is sweet sugar buttery shortbread, buttercream frosting, vanilla, and sugar cookie dough. I melt this a piece every now and then, just when I want a little bit of mint. I wish this was a little bit more strong minty. It's more cookie than anything, but it was nice. I had that down in my kitchen earlier this week. Last week, I should say. It's Monday now. And finally, Night Shift. I melted this, only a little piece of it because I still have separation anxiety with this, even though I have 3 bags of the mini melters. But this, oh, it's good. It's mostly Cookie Land, and then a little bit of the espresso. And the French vanilla latte, I think, takes it down from a absolute coffee scent to more of a bakery coffee. But this I really enjoy, and I can't get enough of that. It's so good. But that's my Rose Girls and Extras basket for this week. And it's loaves week right now. And I uploaded my video of the loaves that I'm going to be melting throughout my home this week. And if you're interested to see the review of my loaves video, stay tuned this weekend when I upload and film that video. So hope you enjoyed watching. I always love all your comments. I love interacting with you guys as well. And thanks so much for your support. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and click subscribe below. You can see all the fun and goofy stuff that I do. So one of these days, Poppy will make an appearance, I promise. She's not in here right now. She's downstairs. It was nail trimming night, so my husband had her in her blanket and all that stuff. But she's a cat, not my child. So, well, she is my child, but not my human. I don't have a human child. She's my fur baby. We'll leave it at that. So, okay, guys, have a good